Hi, it's Ray Edwards and welcome back to another weekly video. This week, what should you be reading as a writer to make you a better writer? In his book on writing, Stephen King says there are two qualities that make a great writer. The first is someone who writes a lot, and the second is, you guessed it, someone who reads a lot. So I'm just going to recommend 3 books to you. There are certainly more than 3 books you should be reading as a writer. But I'm going to recommend 3 basic books that I believe every writer should read at least once, if not more often than that. The first one is the one that will keep you out of literary trouble. It's Strunk and White's Elements of Style. And yes, White is, in this case, E.B. White, the author of Charlotte's Web, of all things. This little gem will help make sure you follow the rules of style, like which letters to capitalize in a title or headline, whether to use ITS or IT''S, or whether to use THEIR or THERE. These are big deals. They may seem like small things, but people will judge you by how you follow these rules. And of course, there's the mystery of the ever-elusive Oxford comma, all revealed in Strunk and White's Elements of Style. The second book I'm going to recommend is one that'll keep you from being blocked or from being opposed by, or at least being stopped by, the resistance. And what's the resistance? You know that thing where you go in to sit down and write and you start thinking, as you're at the keyboard, you start thinking to yourself, this would be a good day to go get my hair cut, or I should really clean off this desk and organize my desk drawers right now, or maybe I should just go have a coffee and think about this some more. In other words, the resistance is prompting you to do anything except the thing you're supposed to be doing, which is writing. If you've ever battled with the resistance, you need to read this book by Steven Pressfield. It's called The War of Art. Not The Art of War, that's a different book. This is about the war of art, and it is a war. The resistance is trying to stop you from achieving your mission. Your mission is to create your art. And you might say, but Ray, I'm not creating art, I'm writing sales copy. Still art, still creation. You're still going to meet the resistance and you need help. Steven Pressfield is there for you. And the third and final book that I'm going to recommend today, I've got more recommendations to make next week, but this week I'm going to recommend a book to you called Bird by Bird by Anne Lamott. This book, if you read it and you practice what's between its covers, will make you a better writer, a more creative writer, a bolder, more daring, more risk-taking writer, and that's where all the rewards are. And the title of the book is about a precious story she opens the book with. I won't reveal the story, but I'll tell you it's well worth reading, just that story alone. And if you read that, it's a trick. You'll be hooked on the rest of the book. Those are my 3 book recommendations. What about you? Maybe you have book recommendations. Maybe you've read one of these books and you have something to say about it. If you're watching this anywhere except at my blog at rayedwards.com, then go right on over there and leave your comments and thoughts and other books that you might suggest to people. And I would love it if you give us a like or a share or even a thumbs up, and you could subscribe to my email newsletter. If you did that, then every time I put out a new video like this, I would send you an email and say, hey, there's a new video. So that would be a good thing for you to do. Until next week, I pray that God will bless you and your writing, and that He will do for you more exceedingly and abundantly than you can ask or even imagine. See you next week.